And welcome back, everybody. This is Eventually Late. I'm your host, Brent Carlson. Well, leading off this week, the White House has changed hands today as President Trump took the oath of office in the Capitol Rotunda. One of the many traditions of the White House is for the outgoing president to leave a handwritten note to his successor in the top drawer of the Resolute desk in the Oval Office. Eventually Late has gotten an exclusive photo of the letter from the 45th president and one from the 46th president. Doesn't seem very well-wishing. I don't know. Well, while the inauguration made the biggest headlines of the day, the real shocker was when Michael Jackson was seen resurrected from the dead. I've always heard of sightings of Elvis, but never MJ. Oh, Jacko. Well, as expected, the inauguration was filled with lavish decoration, endless food and drink, and high-end fashion. Not to be outdone was Jeff Bezos' girlfriend, who showed up in just a blazer and a revealing lingerie top that shocked many in attendance. It was so consequential that Trump was reported to even considering renaming Inauguration Day Amazon Prime Day. I don't know. Is that a one-day shipping type thing? Well, on the opposite side of the fashion spectrum was Senator John Fetterman, who showed up in gym shorts, a hoodie, and Crocs. You know, just like any other self-respecting, slow-witted would-be assassin would dress. I mean, that is kind of the go-to. With the inauguration in full effect, one woman is still so distraught of Donald Trump's election that she had her fallopian tubes removed because she said, quote, "I have to protect my reproductive rights." The anonymous lady sterilized herself to protect her reproductive rights from Donald Trump. Yeah, that'll show him. Well, in a much-anticipated hearing last week, Secretary of Defense nominee Pete Hegseth sat through several hours of interrogation, mainly from Democrat senators on the Senate Armed Services Committee. Headlining the hearing was New York Senator Kirsten Gillibrand. I never can get that one right. Senator Kirsten Gillibrand, where she lambasted Hegseth for his past comments where he opposed women serving in combat. Hegseth went on to clarify that he might not be totally opposed to women in the combat zone, but if they did, they'd need to bring a sandwich for everyone in the group. I wouldn't think that'd be very important. Well, as the devastating and heart-wrenching fires continue to burn in Southern California, many firefighters from all across the country have descended on the besieged state to offer aid wherever possible. In an act of good faith, Mexico has pledged over 1 million men between the ages of 18 and 35 to act as temporary firemen to join in the recovery efforts. I don't know. There's a whole Trojan horse thing going on there. Well, while many people are coming to the rescue of Southern California, some people are adding to the troubles of the beleaguered state. 2 men were arrested after they were found to be roaming around the city in a fake fire truck posing as firefighters. The 2 men didn't raise suspicions until they were seen throwing kittens back into the trees. Not very helpful. Well, Jeff Bezos is changing the way Aspen, Colorado dresses as diamond cowboy hats and champagne sprays are becoming the norm in the celebrity-saturated mountain town. Many high-profile actors have been seen around town sporting all kinds of new threads. Here you can see J-Lo going with the Lloyd Christmas winter look. I give it a few stars. Lloyd wore it better. Well, the regulars at your local workout facility are happy to hasten the demise of your New Year's resolution to exercise, as they have grown annoyed that the new annual arrivals at the gym are taking up space on equipment and breaking most of the etiquette rules of the sweatshop. Since gyms require customer complaints to be submitted in writing, grievances are not usually voiced, since most gym customers don't know how to read. I see. Think that's a little presumptuous? Well, many of the complaints from the gym regulars range from sweat not being wiped from machines to people just wanting to take selfies in front of full-length mirrors. One female business lawyer in Sarasota, Florida said she was so flustered by the new arrivals that she accidentally went home to her husband instead of her boyfriend's condo in Boca. I mean, she was all kinds of out of sorts. Well, the much-anticipated unveiling of Hitler's English girlfriend's diary is coming to fruition in London this week. Unity Mitford, a member of the upper-class Mitford family, shocked her countrymen as she gushed about her intimate relationship with the evil dictator that was 25 years her senior. I mean, can you believe that? I mean, he was old enough to be her dad. Gross. Oh, Hitler balls? Well, in the diary, she remembers the Fuhrer was heavenly, she was quoted as saying, adding, he was an angel and a more superior mustache ride I cannot recall. Kind of personal there. Although her fellow Britons were understandably offended, there should have been a few red flags when her Wikipedia page revealed that she was conceived in the Canadian town of Swastika. No shit, that's a real place. Well, a United Airlines flight had to make an unexpected landing at Chicago O'Hare Airport as the plane struck a coyote during takeoff. Apparently, the coyote was attempting a snatch and grab roadrunner exercise on his Acme Industries rocket. The guy can't catch a break. Well, if you're looking for customer support this week, your hold time may be a while longer as millions of Hindu believers will be celebrating in the Maha Kumbh Mela festival in New Delhi this week. Held every 12 years, hundreds of millions of Hindu Indians will bathe in the Triveni Sangam River in order to purify themselves from sin. Many experts have posited the purification is aided from the typhoid and cholera found in the water. It kind of seems like it defeats the purpose. Well, China is rumored to be constructing so-called D-Day style barges that could be used in aid in an invasion of the small neighboring island nation of Taiwan. In response, the U.S. is building massive barges to carry Americans' fat asses to the all-new beachside Golden Corral. You knew I had to get a fat joke in there. And finally, Russian police have issued an arrest warrant for Sergei Kusenko after the millionaire social media influencer videoed himself throwing his infant son into a pile of snow. The shocking part of the story is that the arrest warrant is actually for the child in a preventative measure for when he grows up to be a school shooter. And that's all we have this week from Eventually Late. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And as always, thanks for joining us.